should be live now. Not sure. Let me check my audio.
Hello?
Check my audio. Seems to be okay. So yeah, today we're gonna do some lips tutorial. Yesterday we did eyes. Today we're gonna do some lips. Okay. It's gonna be a lot easier this time, I feel like. Let's change the text for now. It's gonna be, oops, it's gonna be lips, so we're changing this to lips. Excuse me, hello? Is it not you? It's not you. Where did I put you? Ito. Oops. Oh, sorry. There you go. The other layer was up. I mean, group. So, this is once again, like, requested by Princess Kumiko. I know she's playing League of Legends right now, but it's fine. She can replay it later anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm doing this for fun. Just in case, you know, people might want to learn as well. Oops. Lips. Let's move that a bit. It's just funny drawing lips. There we go. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's edit the other one. Okay, maybe that's good enough. Okay, what do we do with this one? This is gonna be, I feel like, more of an expression thing. How to make different kinds of lips, because lips are fairly easy to draw. It's mostly about the style and the feeling you want to put in your character, you know? So how exactly do we portray feeling and emotion? Well, we shall see. I even admit to myself that I'm not too, what do you call this? I don't vary the types of lips I usually do, except when I was in college and I did a lot of animation for school. So it's like, it was very much mandatory for us to do different types of lips and openings of the lips, because we had to animate like the character talking and stuff like that. But for static art, or like when it's just, you know, a photo, you have to think about the expression, right? So how exactly do we do that? So mostly you just need an outline and pretty much like the skin color, and the succeeding shadows is gonna be clipped on the skin color. So, well, let's start. The standard lips. The standard lips is usually a smile or what do you call this? A poker face, right? So for females, I usually make it like a lot. What do you call this? It's supposed to be a lot simpler depending on whether you're drawing as a child or a woman. So, for example, if you're just making a smug face for the smug. I'm sorry. I'm mixing the expressions up. If you want to just have a poker face for a child, maybe it's just gonna be somehow of a simple line. But in anime, usually you have like a oops, that's a smile. Let's make it a lot more poker face. In anime, they usually do this thing where they put some sort of space between. You can do that, to be honest. It's really up to you how you want to make your lips. I also tend to put a lot more on the edge of the lip, just to give it a bit of, you know, flavor, because lips are usually really simple to do. For women, poker lips, it's a lot more voluptuous, you know. So sometimes, especially if you're gonna put on lipstick on the lady, you make it a bit curvy. Add a little flavor again for the ends. We'll do the coloring later. I'll also probably teach how at least I make lipstick on ladies. Sometimes, if you're feeling it, you can add like the actual upper lip over here, and then a lot more voluptuous. As you can see, I'm putting like a like she's biting something. Sometimes you can do that just to give the lips a little more style, as I would call it. But it's pretty much the same for men, to be honest. See, even just a static thing like that, it's nice. This one you can even like just put a lower lip, and it's just gonna be fine. Something like that. But how is it for like other expressions? Like if you let's center that for a bit, because that's like an example of the simple mouth and like a fancy mouth. Okay, maybe For this one, let's do it how we do it in animation, because we have you know how we say words, right? And when you say words, our mouths do it differently to sort of pronounce or show that we are saying the word. So there's the ah. Right. Let's just make another one. Sorry. This the syllables or whatever. Let's make that red, just so we have a thing. Okay, so there's this a, e, e, u, e, o. So it's technically a, I, u, e, and then o. That's the vowels, right? You can make different types of mouths with just that. We can proceed to the next ones after this, probably. Okay, let's do the outline for ah. Let's make it simple, okay? So ah. How does your mouth look like when it's on ah? Hold on. If you're having a hard time, it usually helps to look at references for that. But it also depends on how you want people to see your art. Sometimes you want to portray that your art is more detailed. But for anime, it's usually a lot simpler, you know? So it really depends on how you want to do it. Or if you even want to put like teeth and tongue. Depends on you. But for this one, let's try easy first. So oops, sorry. It's mostly an open mouth. We're gonna do it easy, okay? Let's not make it as pretty as the pretty lady mouth. Let's do the child's first. And slow steps. Just to show you how it's gonna be. You can try for the lady later, maybe. Oops. Please just, oh, there we go. It's mostly an open mouth, but for ladies, it's a lot, it's not too wide, because most people, or most women, aren't that loud when expressing their words, I would say. I feel like men tend to make their mouths a lot wider. But then again, I don't think that's a gender thing. It might just be your personality and stuff. For this one, let's just stick with a smaller mouth opening. See, as you can see here, there's a little opening on the side. That's fine. You can opt to put a bit of teeth over here, just to show that, you know, you're human. But you can also opt not to put that if you don't want to put teeth on your drawing. But I find it to be very cute when you add it up. Okay, let me just fix things a little bit. You can also put like a mouth. Sorry, not a mouth. Tongue over here. You can style it however you want. I usually like making it look like a butt just because it's cute. Yep. Let's color that later. And that's technically it. See? Isn't that easy to do? Ah, you can add like teeth over here if you want as well. But I don't do that for less complicated drawings because that's already too detailed for me, and it might ruin the aesthetic of how cute the drawing is supposed to be. You can do that though if you really want. That's it. Isn't that easy? You can put a dot here if you want. Add like a lower lip, maybe. Easy. Maybe an upper lip as well, but it depends on you. That's already a mouth. Saying ah. Let's try E for now. E is when you kind of smile, right? E. E. It's not a bit. Sometimes you say it with a closed teeth, but sometimes your teeth, your mouth is slightly open. Get it? I can't explain that well, but I think I should just try it for you to understand. But E is mostly a smile. So let's make a smile. You can even do it like a cat, you know, with a somehow cat-like mouth. Sometimes I do that just because I want things cute. You don't have to do it, you can just make it like a straight line like that. But for this one, just to add like a bit of style into the mouth, you're gonna do that. So, prepping for the smile. See, isn't it cute already? Okay, I know it doesn't look that well, but we're gonna fix that. Yosh. So basically it's not much of a complicated thing to do. It's more of thinking about what expression you want your character to have. And you just have to imagine it. Sometimes looking at a mirror helps visualize what you want to happen or what you want your character's mouth to look like. But sometimes even just a reference is okay. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of available references for mouths out there. Even for cartoons, doesn't necessarily have to be real life stuff, you know? Now, E. You need teeth for this. So I tend to not do this like a complete teeth thing. I usually leave a little space on the side and then do that. And also leave a space on the other side. Let's fix this one. We're not satisfied with the lip, with the upper lip. Well, by the way, this is also kind of helpful for when, you know, you ever plan on making a VTuber in the future. Because they have expressions and stuff that you have to rig. It helps having an idea on how to do these expressions. And as for the lower teeth, you can do this to show like some sort of depth. But if you're not into depth and you don't want to see your back teeth, I mean your character's back teeth, you can just make it simple like this. E. E. And make it straight like that. Kinda bend it a little bit on the end of it. Maybe it's too much, you can lessen it a bit. See? E. If you're not satisfied with how it is, or it doesn't look E enough, you can like... No. That's not what I wanted to do. You can like lessen it like this. Maybe widen it a bit. There we go. That should be more like an E now. You can fix the bottom if you want. I want to fix it. There we go. E. And you can just add your lower lip again. And upper lip if you want. As you can see, I've just... I just do these so simply, because sometimes I use the upper lip and lower lip as a guide for the shadows, and most of the time I delete the lines for the lips and have just the shadows remain. Anyway, ooh. How do you say ooh? So it's mostly an O shape, right? A smaller O shape. So we can make it like this. This is the cutest one, so it should be the simplest one. You can make it a perfect circle, but I don't usually like making things a perfect circle for mouths. It just doesn't seem like a very realistic type of mouth, even on an anime person. But well, if you wanna do it like an actual circle, you can do that. It's your art. I'm just here to provide tips on how to do things. Okay. Ooh. Oh. You can still make the teeth here, over here. Your front teeth, yeah. And then your mouth over here. Oops. You can even put lower teeth here, but for this case, I don't think I would. Let's make a little butt. I forgot to make the little butt. There you go. It's just fun like that. Making a tiny butt. It looks like an egg. But it should be ooh. The ooh mouth. Oh. Oh. You can make it smaller if you want it smaller. I'll make it smaller. It still doesn't look ooh to me. Oops. Sorry. The brush preset suddenly came along. Okay. So that's how you make ooh. Of course, the lower lip is gonna be a lot smaller, and so is the upper lip. Ooh. Similar, but it's supposed to be a bit wider like an ah, but with teeth like an e, you know. So actually you can just copy this up. Oops, sorry. Oops. Please cooperate. There we go. And we can make it a bit opened for an E. I mean an E. And we can just edit that up. Oops. Oh man, I keep popping it up. Okay. You may notice that there are some styles where mouth expressions are a lot more exaggerated, like for comics, like American comics and stuff, or even in Tumblr. There's a lot of people doing that. For those types, like I said, it really depends on what type of aesthetic you want. Since there's the style they wanted is a lot more expressive. They chose a more expressive style of the mouth. A lot more exaggerated to show more of the emotions. But like I said, typical anime is just simple mouth. Not that exaggerated. It's just enough. Okay, see? Ah, e, u, e, and then o, It's supposed to be like ooh, but a lot wider. I'm not gonna copy the small one because it's too small. So we're just gonna do another It also helps in animation to have these rendered mouths done before you place them on your animation character. So you can just, I don't know, copy paste this template on your character and animate it from there. There's a lot of copy pasting involved in most of art. So you really have to know when to do those things to save time. Especially when you have a client who wants to put a deadline on you and the art to produce. That not only goes for companies, but also even for freelancers. Oh, let's make it a bit smaller. It's too big. Oh, I think that's fine. There you go. As you can see, the O is just a bit bigger than the U, but not that big. It's kind of like when you bite something, right? Tiny butt, tiny butt. I just want to put a tiny butt. Please, let me put a butt. Onegaishimasu. God damn it. Okay, I can do this. Just gotta work on the theme until it looks decent to our eyes. See that? Oh. Seems like an all to me. So now that we're technically done with basic vowels, we can go on to the consonants. How do we do this? I wonder what I should. Okay, let's do the L. Maybe the L. Oops. Maybe the L. Maybe the K sounds or the C, K, G sounds. Maybe the S sounds. Maybe f, v, and then a b, m, p. Wait, let's move that. I'm trying to remember what other stuff is needed. Definitely an R sound. Oh, a TH sound. Ch, or j. Oops. And then what else? Q, maybe. Wa, qua, QW maybe. Is that it? I think that's it. So let's draw lips for each of them. Let's adjust this for a bit so we have space. Okay. Sorry for my handwriting. Oh man. Anyway, outline, of course. We will color a few of them, maybe the top row, just to show you like different types of ways to color the mouth, maybe. Oh, forgot to do upper lip and lower lip here. Oops. Sorry about that. Sometimes I just forget stuff, you know? See that? Actually, we don't even need like the male lips, but since it's pretty much the same as how I'm doing the female lips, there's just no manly way of doing things. It's a lot just simpler in terms of rendering. So I'll probably just do a big one for the male lips later. Okay. What else? Okay, let's try to do the L. The L, the O sound, involves a lot of the tongue. It should touch the top of your top of your mouth, sometimes your teeth, sometimes just, you know, the upper part of your mouth. So if you imagine that, or like find a reference for that, you should be able to do it as well. So let's try to make a not so wide mouth, because when you do the L, it's like a e, so it's not supposed to be a wide mouth, you know. So with that in mind, we can start sketching the mouth. Should be a lot similar to the ah, but not as wide. Like I said a while ago, you can look at a mirror and see how your mouth works. That always helps. As far as I know, I've watched like a few Disney animators who tend to do that a lot when they're doing art. I'm not sure about today's Disney artists, but definitely back then they used to do that. Because yeah, I've been to an art school and they show us stuff. A lot of videos, to be honest, so you learn things along the way. Quite fortunate in my case, because I know my other friends didn't have the same teachers I had, even though we went to the same school. And it's frustrating for them. And me as well, especially when they actually had decent professors for their other subjects. But that's just college talk that I kind of don't elaborate on right now. But just to let you know, college education, especially for art, it's not the same for everyone, even if you went to the same school. That's what I learned. L. So you have teeth for sure. Oops. I mean, yeah, sure. We do thick teeth now. Ito. And then how do we want the tongue to be? Okay. Let's not make it lewd. Just enough, you know? There's like a different kind of style if you want to do things lewdly. But for this one, let's just make it simple. Now, as you can see, the lower part of your tongue has this thing. I forgot what it's called, but it's this thing that connects your tongue to your mouth. You can put that over there just to indicate that, you know, it's your mouth and it's there. Okay. Oh, maybe it's too wide of a mouth. Let's lessen it. Adjust it a bit. Oh. Howl. It's not always the way you want it to be on the first try. So sometimes you just have to wing it and try again. I know I say this and I don't even follow it. But if people are listening in the future, maybe, I hope that phrase kind of helped you. Okay, owl. Owl. Oh. 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 That's an O. You can make it a lot thinner, even more if you want. I want it thinner now. There you go. Maybe that's better. Well, like I said, you can do it however you want. You're the one in charge. I'm just providing like insight in case you need help. Let me just drink water. Hold up. Man, talking a lot sucks. As an introvert, I'm not used to talking that much. So talking a lot in stream, although it helps my mental health, it just drains everything, my body and stuff. makes me a lot thirstier. Like I'm not even used to talking this much, which is true. I really am not used to talking this much. It's fine. What now? We finished L. So we do the lower lip and the upper lip. Oh. 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 Yeah. That seems to be decent. Oh. So let's do the ka sound, which is supposed to be similar to the ah, but in the eh. But how do I say this? Your tongue is involved as well. So I think your tongue is a bit how do I say this? Kind of rises a bit to produce that sound. So let's say we copy eh and add the tongue. Come here, so we don't have to keep doing it. Yosh. Ka. Maybe I should just use the ah sound. Ka. 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 Yeah. Am I supposed to do that? Nah, let's just use this one. I'm thinking about how I want it to be, so just bear with me. We'll get there. So it should be a lot closer. But with the tongue. So it shouldn't be too similar to the eh. And then there's a tongue in there. Just put a little butt up there. Ka. Ka. Ga. Yep, that's pretty much it. It's gonna make that sound. You can make it a lot closer. You know what? Let's make it a bit closer to emphasize the sound. Maybe this one. Yeah. So when you animate it and change it from sorry, I'm losing my mind. So when you shift from ka to ah, it's quite you can easily wait, no. You can kind of make it distinct of a mouth when you go ka to ah and ka to eh, and k to o. Do you get what I mean? Okay, let's go with S this time. S. S is more like K and G, but closer. It's like that. S sound. Because you don't really see how your mouth is when you put the S sound, because your teeth are closed and your tongue is doing its thing to make the sound in your mouth. I don't know if that made sense, but it's kind of like that. Oops. Let's copy that again and make it a lot closer. The tongue should still be there, touching the upper teeth or the upper part of your mouth, but it shouldn't get seen anymore. So let's remove the tongue for now and adjust this. Oops, I forgot to add this up. Let's go. Yep. Can adjust it a bit. Yep. You're doing okay. Don't worry about it. You're gonna do fine. Yeah. Okay. So let's adjust the teeth a bit over here. So it's not too close yet. Oh no, let's adjust it even more, because it's supposed to look like you're smiling, but you're not. There's still some sort of gap going on with the thing. Tongue should be there. Yep. Fix that in color later. So that should be the S sound. So maybe we can make it a lot thinner. Yep. So it's not too wide. So we're doing the V sound now. V. How do you do V? It has something to do with your lower lip, right? So this plays more on the upper teeth and the lower lip. So we're doing just that. Hold up. I wanna try using another one so we don't have to keep redoing things. Oh wait, there's 2 viewers. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm just teaching how to do some lips, you know. If you want to talk, just talk. Anyway, going back, the sound, the, has something to do with the upper teeth and the lower lip. Let's try to copy the S one for now. Copy and paste. Okay. Let's delete this one first and remake this for the V sound. I swear to God, it's gonna make sense. Just wait for it. Oh, excuse me. I burped. I'm sorry. Oh, we're back to 1, I guess. I guess they didn't like how I did things, which is fine. Okay, how are we doing this again? Oh. So, upper teeth and lower lip. V. V. Make... Let's make a lower lip first. See that? You can make it a bit voluptuous like this, if you want. Oops, let's just adjust it a bit, sorry. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Adjust the lower lip a bit, raise it up a bit. Oh. It's gonna make that sound. Oops. See that? Yeah, it's technically it. Just a tiny, tiny space. Over there. Let's adjust it a bit. Yes. The. You can lessen this. Yep, I think that's good enough. And we do the b this time, b. So it's more of a, how do you call this? Upper lip and lower lip. They're close together, but not too much. Let's maybe make it a bit voluptuous, but also not too much. Hold on. Can make a little butt here again. Butt lip over there. Hold on, we'll get there. Yosh. We're definitely getting there. Right. B. It's gonna be the B sound. The P and the M. I'd like to make it a lot closer, but well, it's gonna be like this now. Huh. Pretty lips. Let's get it. Yep. Ma. 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 Yep. It's gonna make that sound. Okay. R this time. R. R is like but sorry, wait, hold on. R is similar to L, but more closed. And the tongue, I think, is a lot wider. Not too intense. Hold on. There's a out. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. The R. Maybe let's copy L. Sorry. Hold on. Let's copy this one. Okay. Let's move you over to the bottom. And it should be, oops, a lot closer. We're gonna make that closer. And the tongue should be wider. You know what? I'll just delete it. The whole thing. And then I'm gonna move this one closer. R. 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 Sometimes you just gotta do some shortcuts, you know? Yosh. Now that the teeth is set up, oh wait, let's listen the teeth a bit. Wait, hold up. Let's make you a bit. There we go. That should be enough. And put tongue in there, or wider. Remember, wider. Yep. L, R. Yep. Let's go with that. R. Now it's T time. I mean TH. The. It's also similar to L and R, but the tongue should be a bit outside, or like actually in between the teeth, you know? We can, what do you think we can reuse here? Maybe the C and K? Let's erase that. Copy and paste. Okay. Should be in between so many mouths. Yeah, because I'm teaching how to do different kinds of mouths, especially if you're animating. This is quite useful to have a template going on for your character. So far you have the normal one with the normal one is here, a simple, and a more detailed one that's for voluptuous women. I'm probably gonna color that with lipstick later, but who knows. Then there's the A, the E, the U, the E, and the O, and the L, the K, G, the S, the F or V, the B, the R, and the TH. We're doing the TH right now. Okay, let's delete the arrow. There's too much arrows. Anyway, aren't you still supposed to be playing League of Legends right now? Your status is still League of Legends. Okay, what was I saying a while ago? Ah, yes. You're supposed to put the tongue in between the TH. Hold up. Let's make it a bit thinner. And then put the tongue in the middle. Oops. Let's lessen this maybe. I'll need them for when I do my VTuber. Exactly. I mentioned it a while ago as well. You not only need this for animation, but also for VTubing. Especially if you want to rig your character yourself. Or like if you're the one doing the art. Because you need a lot of variation. Anyway, the sound. Yeah, I'll finish my friend's drawing. Okay, go ahead. I'm just doing this thing. Anyway, you put the tongue over here, so you should overlap it with the teeth a little bit. But how did you do the little dots at the end? What do you mean? What dots? What dots? Which dots? Okay, tongue over here. Tongue. You can make it a little bit like this, like your tongue is out, like a snake of some sort, like at the end of the mouth. Oh, I'll try to recreate another mouth on the next one. I'll just finish this for a bit, okay? And then we can make the butt again over at this at the top. Signify that this is the tongue. Yep. Basically that's the th. The th. Okay. We can make the j sound now. Let me just imagine what the j sounds like. J. It should be like the. What should it look like? J. Should be like the TH with the C, with the K sound. So J, J. Okay, let's try to redo that. The tongue should have something to do with it as well. Anyway, okay, let's draw the mouth. I'll teach you how to draw the corners of the mouth. So you do the upper first. You kind of do this thing where you just make the subtlest, kind of like you're doing a comma of some sort. But it's on the mouth. Or no, it's not a comma, it's a colon. It's like that. You can make it a lot prettier and do this thing with the upper lip. So I kind of don't want to do that for the j sound. Should be a bit similar to the k, but with the teeth. So wait, let's make it a bit wider. Oops, sorry about that. So it's a small mouth opening. Should be a small mouth opening. Just connect the sides up. Make sure it flows quite nicely from the end to the other end. Wait, let me just fix this for a bit. It's a bit crooked to me. Let me just start a little bit. Come on, there we go. So teeth, like I said a while ago, don't make it like from end to end. Do it like, do the teeth like a bit what do you call this? A bit moved. Like so. Okay. J, 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 j. So let's put a lower teeth this time. And there should be tongue again, but a lot wider as well. So kind of like s, but a bit opened. J. So the tongue is gonna be there. We can make a tiny butt over here. J. That's it, J. Yay. What's left is the Q. Ha, Q. Q, Q, Q. So it's like ooh, ooh, but with a K. So it's a bit closed, but a bit it's not like an O shape this time, but it's a bit closed, but also kind of making an O shape, but not really. So I think we might have to do this manually because it's not it's not exactly an O mouth. So ka, kwa, kwa, kwa. So a bit closed. Let's make the lips a bit like this. Sorry, it's really been a while since I did this syllable thing. So cool. So as you can see, we're gonna do a tiny little O, but not really. You can do the ends like this again if you want. Like I said, it's cuter if it looks like a cat. But of course, it always depends on what type of personality your character has. Sometimes things like this, for women most especially, it's best if you make it cute. Sorry, I keep remaking the upper and lower. Cool. So we need teeth here, but slightly opened. Oops. Oops. Ah, man. There you go. And then there's something on the lower. Cool. That's it. It's done. You can make a tiny little lip butt over here if you want. Yep. You're done. It's the k sound. K. K. Involves your lips and a bit O-ish, but also not really. That's it. That's basically the type of mouths there is. I'll try to color some of them just to show you how I do lip colorings. For women, I tend to be a lot more, well, not really simple, but just decent enough to make it look like it's from a girl. Hold on. There's a way. Maybe I should just put it here. Nah, never mind. Just put it there. And then on the upper lip, you can kind of style it in a way where it looks like the upper lip, like this. Of course, I don't usually do that. I usually just make it like a flat one, like this. Maybe kind of make just a tiny little thing, but not too much. That's for the standard lips, you know. You can put a highlight on it. For, let's say, you're trying to do someone who has some sort of lip balm or something. You can just add it there. As you can see, I also do this with men's lips, but all the more for women, right? And then you can add a bit of this over there. Yep. That's it. You can also add like some sort of softness to the lips. Just lower down the opacity for it, I guess. Oops, sorry. Like that. And then just delete with a soft brush. Just to have that little effect. Lower it again. Oops. Let's just make it like that. See? It's not much, but it really looks like a woman's mouth, but kind of with a lip balm. You can try this is soft. You can try lipstick this time, maybe a red one. Maybe not too red, just enough red. Or maybe, no, let's just make it red. Depends on what color. Oops, sorry. Let's stick with a rough brush first, just to outline the lips. You can follow the dye I just set previously with the outline, like that. We're gonna fix that later. It's not meant to be too harsh on the sides, but we're doing this just so we can see. Oops, sorry. You can see how far the lipstick should be. Okay, for the upper lip, you'll have to follow everything. Just wing it. I always mostly wing it anyway. That. And the reason why I told you earlier on that I delete sometimes the upper, this one, is because of this. Sometimes I adjust or maybe even delete it after a while, since it won't look pretty without lipstick. For me at least, but of course it's not gonna be the same for everyone. It really depends on your preference. See, looks decent so far, right? You can lessen the lower lip if the lipstick is too much for you. So let's lessen that up. The good thing about art is that you can just keep adjusting your character, lips and stuff. Yeah. All looks decent. Doesn't look that ugly, but that's just the base. We should put something on top, a bit darker. I know a lot of people also do this, so maybe we can use a softer one. Wait, I'm sorry. Let's put it inside the red lipstick layer. Put it there. People do this even in real life, where you put the darker shade inside, like that. Of course, it's not as, oops, sorry. choose the softer brush. It won't result to the same thing in the first try, but that's a start. And lessen that up. You can use a darker outline this time. Lower the opacity again, and then use a rougher brush, hard brush, like that, just to add more to that darker thing that we added a while ago. You could even put the butt like this here, or like over here. Depends on you, you know? I tend to do this a bit when I have time to do more on my drawings, you know. Okay, so far it's getting better. We can soften the red lipstick a bit. Maybe we can blur the sides. Not too much. Someone messaged me. I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Going back. Maybe no. I'll just do it manually. Probably erase. Just like this. Just a little bit. Excuse me. With a softer brush. Just to lessen the harshness of the edges. Only for the parts that you want to soften, like the top. Yep. Yep. Maybe a bit more. We'll see. Yep. Okay, we can add like a highlight this time. What brush are you using? I mostly just switch between a hard pressure brush and a soft brush. So yeah. I'm not the type to use too much complicated brushes unless I'm painting. Okay, let's do some highlight this time. Maybe this one. Let's do some harsh highlights first. Like that. You know how lips are, right? They have these. Sometimes it helps to have those in drawings as well. Just to add kind of a slutty vibe. See that? It's already looking pretty. You can add a softer brush on the back and lessen the like that. Oops. Maybe just the bottom. Soften it a bit. Just so it kind of looks like the highlight parts are shiny. Or glowing. Like that. Yep. See? It's already pretty decent right now, to be honest. You can add a bit more of a lighter one, like a more vibrant highlight to the already present highlight you're using, just to add a bit of dimension of some sorts, like that. If you want, you can just lessen the opacity. See? That's it. That's basically it. You can delete the upper lift if you want now. This one, like that. And just adjust the red lipstick again. Oops, sorry. Let's use a harsher brush. Maybe not a harsh brush, maybe just a soft brush. Like that. See? That's it. That's how you do it. It's done. Lipstick galore. Let's save it. Did we save it? We saved it. Let's try to color. Wait, we didn't do the skin for this one. Let's do that one right now. Oops. Rougher one. Just delete it like that. Soften it a bit. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Oh my god. What? What do you mean, oh my god? You can do the sides like this. And then on you. Yeah. So that's basically it. I had to change how my brush worked because I was like, why is it just not going as thin on the ends as I wanted it to? And I changed it to how I like it. Sure, go do that. Let's color some of these. I won't color everything. Maybe ah. Let's try ah. Let's do the under part over here. And the upper part over here. And the upper lip like this. Yep. That seems decent enough. Just do a bit of the sides like that. And we can do the inside of the mouth. Inside. Choose a dark purplish color. Oops, sorry. I usually do that. Maybe this color. Wait, no. It's too purpley. I just did a bit. Maybe like this. That's enough. You do this in a darker color so the tongue is gonna be a lot lighter and the contrast is gonna be nicer. I think when I zoom in it's too pixely. Oof. There you go. Okay, let's do the tongue this time. that better? The tongue should be lighter, but similar shade to the inside of the mouth. We can change the color. Wait, hold on, I'm not satisfied. Let's make it a lot lighter. Like when you zoom in, there are no pixels. No, sorry, I mean for me, not for you. Oof. Well, that's just how it is. When you zoom in, you really see the pixels. Maybe try setting your DPI into a higher setting. Like if you're at 72 right now, maybe amp it up to 300. That should help with the pixels and stuff. It's too pink. Not satisfied. Maybe this one. Yeah, that's a bit better. How do I change it? It should be somewhere where you can see image size or canvas size. There's a resolution over there. I think it's image size. It's image size. You can see the width, the height, and the resolution. You should increase the resolution if you're at 72 right now. Okay, image size, good. You change the resolution to 300. That's the usual print quality anyway, so you should be fine with that. And teeth time. Let's just make it the standard white. There you go. But height and width, your call. When I do stuff, I usually do it like the standard 8.5 by 11. It says it's in pixels. You can try to change it into there should be choices there, whether you want it in inches or pixels. Pixels is usually meant for digital stuff. Like if you just want to post it in Instagram or Facebook or Tumblr, you usually set it at the lower pixel range, like 800 or 1200. What do you have yours in? Inches? Yeah, I have mine in inches all the time, just in case, you know, because sometimes I tend to print my stuff. And if it's not in printable quality, I won't be able to print it well. It's going to be pixelated when I print it because it's too small, you know. What numbers? Depends on what size, but my standard is 8.5 inches by 11, which is the standard bond paper size. You can do A4. I think that's more of the size for UK. I'm not sure. But it's close to the size of standard bond paper size. There should be a template there that's saying A4 210 by 297 millimeter 300 dpi. That should be it. Or you can choose letter size 8.5 by 11 inch 300 dpi. There's a lot of other sizes there, but it really depends on you what you choose. For this one, for this thing I'm going on, it's just 8 by 8 inches, and then the resolution is 300. So if I ever decide to print this, it should be good quality, because 300 is the standard print resolution. Sorry, it's a designer thing. But it should help you if, you know, you ever want to decide to print your stuff. Anyway, going back, what were you gonna do? Oh, we're just gonna do some standard coloring. It's not gonna be too complicated. It's just gonna be simple. See? Just doing it quick. Not too complicated, just right. What's this? I made it a pixel help. Oof. Do you not have what do you call this? Hold on. Do you not have dimensions there? You should be able to choose. Wait, let me just... It should look like this. I'll send it to you over in Discord, so you have an idea. Because I'm not sure. I know you're not using Photoshop, so I'm just gonna show you what it should technically look like. Try to have that guide. There's also this thing. I'll show you another one, where you can see a template of what sizes you can have. I hope that helps. I did send it to Kumiko, right? Yeah, it's Kumiko for sure. Anyway, let's go back to coloring simply. Not satisfied at all. Okay. Maybe add like a bit of a highlight inside. It's not too complicated, just a bit, just a little bit. And then teeth. Just a bit on the side, maybe a little gray, just to give it a bit of a depth. That's it. And then tongue this time, right? Do a darker one. Do somewhere near the butt crack over there. Okay. And then do some highlights. Oops. Just a little bit on the side, you know. Yep, that seems to be alright. That's the simple lip. You can do more if you want to make it a bit more detailed on the lips. This is so much better. Very good. You finally got it. Congrats. Let's do some highlight. I think because everything was pixely, it was looking like shit. Oh, you were working on a really small canvas. I personally like using a big canvas. So I never really had that much of a problem. Yep. There you go. That should be fine. That's usually how I do the mouth parts. Should be decent enough. I won't do the others anymore. You know what? I'm not even gonna do the male lips either. It's pretty much the same as well. So, how do I? It's not it. Where's the text? There you go. I'll delete this one. It's just lips in general now. Basically, for men, it's more simplified, like that poker face lip thing that we did a while ago. You can lessen the details just so it looks more manly, or whatever standards of manliness you have. That's pretty much it. Delete the other one. What kind of lips do we have left? I think we can do something like a, oops, sorry, tongue out, maybe? Can do a big one like that. That's usually common for men, or well, women as well, I guess. Let's make a big one. I might need to restart my drawing. Oh, why? You don't have to. Is it because it's too pixelated? You can just draw over it, you know? Feels like a waste if you just repeat it. Let's do tongue out. Let's put it here on this side. Pixels everywhere. RIP. But good luck. I highly suggest you don't, and just trace over it on another layer. It really feels like a waste if you just delete the layer altogether, because you can always just trace over it. Okay, what's the goal now? A tiny butt again for the tongue. I always like the tiny butt. Look at that. Put the upper lip here and the lower lip over there, and it should be done. Tongue out, am I right? Should be a lot cuter when you have an actual face with it. It's a very playful type of mouth. It's smug, but also cute. Hold on. Let's do some stuff with this, with a mind of Oh, this is a guy. You can cast a bit of a shadow over here since the tongue is out. And then add a few on the side. Like that. And then on the upper lip like this, and the lower lip like this. Yep, Peru. It's technically it. Just draw the tongue, I guess. Tongue. Save that. What color did I use previously? Let's stick with this one. Think about other tongue colors anymore. Let's fix that later. Let's just quickly draw over and color over this thing. Pink. Yep, pretty decent. Let's do some shadows. Create a layer again for the shadows. Oops. Get that color so we can put it over here. Since you're a beginner, you don't usually, for beginners don't usually think about where the shadow is going to be. They just wing it. But depending on the lighting of your drawing, the shadows and the highlights should change. But since this one is more of a freestyle, we're just going to wing it. Oops. Let's do some highlight this time. Cool. Just something light over there. Thinking that the light might be on the right side. That should be good to go. Unless you kind of want to have like this. People usually do that a lot more when it's how do you say this, like horn? To emphasize like more juicy tongue or whatever like that. Of course I can add a lot more to that to make it look nastier, but let's stick with that for now. It's looking like 10 times better. Gold. Very gold. Let's add like a soft brush just to put some color on his lips. Oops, I like that. Like this. And then lower the opacity. Oh, stop. Lower the opacity a bit. And then delete. Like the edges and stuff with a softer brush again. Maybe lower the opacity and flow. There you go. Just a little bit. At least it has a bit of color now. Right? What else do we put? Ah, yes, highlight. Kind of highlight did we put here? Oh, it's just plain white. Let's go with that. Maybe not that pure white. Just a little lighter. Oops, not that one. Harsher. Like this. Please cooperate. I just want a decent curve. Check your Discord, dude. USA is going great. What? What is happening? What's this? What's Destiny? Hold on. What is happening? Hold on.
Out of the crowd.
What is this?
Paintball shots out. More smoke.
Holy shit, man!
There's
Protest?
Mace. There's Mace. Mace from both sides. Paintballs. Lots of
We
paintballs.
might get copyright and shit,
More smoke.
so I'll pause that. But man, what is up with the USA, man? What is happening? Trump protesters storming the Capitol. Oof, man. That is just... I don't know why they're doing this when there's literally another strain of virus and they could just keep infecting people like that. Why are they so dumb? I really just don't understand. Sorry, I just had to share that as well. Jesus. Hold on. Anyway, let's go back to the drawing for now, but man, that, no. I don't get why that happened. It seems like nowadays we can't even have like a decent peace and quiet where everyone just stays home. But anyway, let's not think too much about politics right now. Let's just focus on this drawing. It's kind of harsh though, how things always have to result to violence, even just a protest. Okay, let's start putting some highlight on the back to make it look like it's a lot more glowy. There you go. There it is. Look at that. Look at those lips. Voluptuous lips. Yeah. But basically that's it. I don't know what else to like teach. That's mostly it. Unless you want to learn more about how lips work, but that's technically it. So whoever watches this in the future is like, enjoy my tutorial, I guess. Oops. Sorry, I was AFK. It's okay, it's okay. I was showing my BF what's happening in USA right now. Harsh man. It's really wild there. I don't understand why they have to do this in a pandemic. Shooting people and stuff like that. It's so dangerous. Like, honestly. Somehow America is just... They just can't chill, huh? They just want to keep killing, huh? Really is like, what the fuck? USA is going downhill. I personally think they need to chill. I mean, not even as a joke. It's just sometimes they have to think about what they're doing before they're doing it, and like think about if it's even worth it to do that, to kill people just because of your beliefs and stuff. Like, what even is your point at the end of the day? Am I right? They are only 221 years old as a country. And politics, am I right? Anyway, going back to this drawing, I think that's it. That's it for the tutorial for this time. I might actually end the stream soon and kind of watch the upcoming news even more to educate myself. I don't know. This was a short stream, but it was fun. Thank you for coming along, Kumiko. I hope you learned something from these. You can always just go back to the VOD and review things if you want while it's still up, you know, because Twitch doesn't really take the video for too long as a VOD. Print screen the lips for me and send them so I can have an idea. I can just save it if you want. I can send it up. I still even have the eyes if you want. I have both. I'll just save it as a JPEG for you if you want. But I'll probably do that after the stream. So I'll quickly end this now. Thanks again for watching. If you're watching in the future, thanks for watching. I don't know why you're here, but thank you. Thank you anyway. Yeah, oh yeah, thank you. You're such a sweet artist. Thank you for thinking that. I don't know, I'm just sharing what I know. I'm not the best artist out there to like share my knowledge, but I at least have a degree. So I can prove that what I learned is kind of not, you know, useless. Flexing that degree. Well, why shouldn't I graduated from an art degree, so like I really have to. Okay, Thanks for dropping by as well, Cootie. Cootie, easy. But yeah, since you just got here, of course, bro. Thank you. If you wanna rewatch the tutorial, you can just rewatch the VOD after the stream. It should be able to help you with lips and stuff. The one I had before this is for the eyes, for female eyes and the male eyes. You can also check that out if you want. Tomorrow, I don't know when I'm streaming, but I will stream. I will eventually let everyone know when I figure it out. It might be a drawing stream again. It might be a gaming stream. Who knows? Anyway, I'll stop it at this one. Thanks again for watching. That's it for me for now. Check out the news. Please check out the news. USA is wild right now. It's just wild, man. Anyway, that's it. I'll end it now. Thank you for watching. See you again tomorrow. Bye.